Greetings, folk. Here we are today. And might we begin this moment right now, the rest of the day, with a quality of what we might name beginner's mind. How do we meet each moment? How do we meet our own feelings and thoughts, interactions with others, the world around us, with a quality of newness, of openness, of possibility. And to help us settle into that, we can right now take a moment to pause. Relax. And open. Continuing with rest is resistance, no surprise here. We left off with this closing. We have a lifetime. We can go slow. We can go deep. We can go into the cracks. So that's where we were up to yesterday, and let's continue on. Get up today and tomorrow and think to yourself, when and where can I find a moment of rest? You can plot and plan for 10 minutes at your desk, 30 minutes of weekend napping, or 1 minute of resting your eyes. Keep pondering and making space for the time to detox from technology. Listen. What day will you be able to remove one app from your phone in an effort to retain expansiveness for yourself? How will you be able to one day say no to a request that doesn't serve you? To build firm yet caring boundaries that teach us all the meaning of community care. All these things are a form of rest. Can you find ways to get outdoors in nature, to sky gaze, to ground your feet in the grass, to connect with the land since the land needs healing also? Staring out of the windows on public trains and buses saved my sanity during the height of my exhaustion. White supremacy and capitalism have been using bodies for evil for centuries. They violently pushed literal bone-crushing labour while ignoring any limits. The body, to those agents of grind culture, is not a divine dwelling, and instead a vehicle for profit. Dragging my tired body out onto the street to walk to the bus stop on my way to an underpaid 40+ hours a week job. I then would just stare out the window of the moving train, gaining a moment of peace and calm. I connected with the sky, watched the movement of the trees, possibly spotting a favourite bird. Those moments intensely settled my spirit. While I was living these moments, I just knew I felt better. The opportunity to breathe deeply whilst resting my eyes became a lifeline. I know now that these were moments of rest. I was able to pull back my mind from the grind and settle into my pure existence to just be and to reclaim my body as my own. The ministry started while I was daydreaming, napping and slowing down because my body and my ancestors told me so. The idea of living in the world but not being part of it is a long-held tradition taught to me by my ancestors. My grandparents and parents lived it daily, and I grew up in Sunday school singing congregational songs with lyrics like, "This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. The world can't take it away." I am grateful for this politics of refusal and of listening to what we know to be true. It is risk-taking to do the opposite of what the dominant culture wants. Our work is to slowly and deeply cultivate an expansive inner knowledge, knowing that trusts our intuition and views rest as a physical and psychological disruption. We can bend time when we rest, and I'm grateful for slowness and the embodied work of refusal. The way taking your time and disrupting the dominant culture's need to rush is liberation. To just be, to just deepen into what already is and can never be taken from us, is the practice. We don't need to have our eyes and mouths wide open, searching to accomplish more, to be more, to do more. Grind culture has normalised pushing our bodies to the brink of destruction. We proudly proclaim showing up to work or an event despite an injury, sickness or mental break. We are praised and rewarded for ignoring our body's need for rest, care and repair. The cycle of grinding like a machine continues and becomes internalised as the only way. We are made new when we enter the portal of naps. I want you to firmly plant yourself inside your imagination. Take refuge in the beauty and power of community care and our daydreaming. We can build, rest and usher in a new way that centres liberation and care, no matter what the systems continue to do. Rest is a portal, silence is a pillow. Sabbath, our lifeline, pausing, our compass. Go get your healing, be disruptive, push back, slow down, take a nap. Silence and slowness have always inspired my practice as an artist. The role of the artist is to make new things and to resurrect. I am obsessed with community resurrection and individual resurrection. Wherever spirit is, healing can happen. I'm inspired by invention and the opportunity to craft something new from scratch. I'm interested in remixing. I'm inspired by grief, mourning and lament. I feel like these places are vulnerable and generative spaces for healing. These states of being must be protected. A reckoning must happen. The Nap Ministry is a meditation on rest as resistance. It shines a light directly on the power of dismantling the toxic systems that create trauma and terror in our bodies and souls. We centre rest as a means for healing and liberation. We believe sleep deprivation is a racial and social justice issue. We must be able to sit with this deep truth. America is not a welcoming place to all bodies. America was built on the backs of Black and Indigenous people who laboured without rest for centuries as the country built its economic power. White supremacy became a vehicle to poison the hearts and minds of an entire nation to view human beings as less than divine. Rest is resistance because it is a counter-narrative to the script of capitalism and white supremacy for all people. Resting is a connection and a path back to our true nature. We are stripped down to who we really were before the terror of capitalism and white supremacy. We say no to the systems that see us simply as machines. We resist the lie that we aren't enough. We are enough. We are divine. Our bodies don't belong to these toxic systems. We know better. Our spirits know better. So here at the end of this little section, there is a rest meditation practice. So let's close today's sharing with this. Sit in a chair with your back upright and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Or recline in a chair, on a bed, on a couch, in a hammock, on the floor. Scan your body and recognize any tension. Breathe deep. Imagine a world without limits. Inhale deeply from your belly. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly. Repeat. Blessings to all.